Hello everybody, Sal Angelo from Lake Country Auctions dealership here outside of Buffalo, New York. Today we're going to talk about my 1998 Grove TTS870 70-ton crane. It's got all the nooks and crannies here. Very low hours, low mileage unit. We're going to go ahead and give a brief demonstration, but just a little bit about us. Again, we're a dealership here. We're in Lockport, New York. If you're deciding to fly or want to take a look at it, we'll be certainly glad to assist you from picking you up at the airport, about 25 miles away. But a little bit more importantly, we're just going to go over the unit. This has been looked at by Grove officials, and they said this is a very, very clean, solid unit for its age. It has recently been inspected in June and good for another 6 months by Stevenson Equipment. And it has been serviced. It has approximately received about $35,000 to $40,000 in repairs in the last year or two. New synthetic line, 3/4 inch. That's 325-foot line on the primary and auxiliary side. 8-wheel steer, but 2 front, and then it has the crab steer in the rear, the control. No significant issues. It does have a little leak in the center pin, but with construction equipment this old, you got to expect you're going to have a little bit of something to keep up with. But for the most part, though, a good overall solid crane, ready to work. These units go for approximately, I've seen, for $150,000, $175,000 in today's market. Only asking $115,000, which is a steal for something like this. We have if you look at the front here, this is the 35-ton, I like to call it a snatch block. This is the 10-ton headache ball, and it also has here in the back, that's a 15-ton, excuse me, hook block. And then we have a 35-ton hook block in the back for a little bit more heavy rigging. You can see it right there. We're just going to leave that strapped onto the crane, okay? But we're going to just go ahead and start it real quick and just go through the cab and go from there. This has a Cummins M11 400 horse motor on it. Like I said, 9,400 hours, 13-speed Eaton Fuller, 4 splitter gears on a high range. Very simple and straightforward crane. Not overly dramatic on the electronics, which is good. It creates less stress down the road when things tend to fail. Electronics seem to be the first thing, electrical issues. But for the most part, though, you got the tire inflator, cross-axle differential, interaxle differential lock, heat works. Everything works as it should. There's no warning lights on the engine. And we have over here, your steer for the rear. If you get a shot of that right there, that is in working condition. Everything works there. Just taking a look at the tires, we got some really meaty 445 65R 22.5 Goodyears all the way around. These are probably your best as far as tread depth. The other ones here I would approximate at about 50%, but they're in good working order. You got Rayco suspension. Here are the outriggers here. No leaks to be concerned with. Everything's in good order. Here are the weights. This also has a 18,000 pound counterbalance weight here. We only have 3,500 pounds on the crane now because we're not going to be doing any lifting, but you have that there stowed. We have a 100-gallon diesel tank. Okay. These are your controls here for the outriggers. You can control it both sides from one side if you want it, but you have to use this side to start. This is the cab. Crane functions work as they should. No issues on any of the valves and the controls. That box, the crane box there, the computer digital screen, that is a new box, only has about 500 hours on it. As you can see here, Stevenson Equipment. This is one of the last inspections they did, but I do have a current paper to show that is inspected until 2021. You can see the County of Allegheny had this unit here, and they took extra good care of it. Very, very solid. Here's the rotation bearing. As you can see here, it's in great shape. Don't see any chips in the teeth. Looks like that's fine. We'll take a walk around the other side real quick. The winch line, 325 foot of winch line was replaced last year. That is all in good shape. That was a pretty expensive job. Some new hoses over here. Change a couple of hydraulic lines. But it's a really clean unit. Just really can't get over and stress it enough how the condition of the paint, the condition of the engine, the transmission, just in really, really great shape. Walking around here, also want to mention you have the Alcoa aluminum wheels. I think it's kind of funny to have on crane equipment. but nevertheless, hydraulic oil tank here, nice and full for you. And then motor up front, and then you have your auxiliary stand there in the front as well. So we're going to go ahead and just do a quick demonstration just so you can see this thing fully operational, just to give you a peace of mind and confidence that this unit is ready to work. So let's take it and go and do that right now.